Hello YouTubers, this is the Noobifier. Continuing with my investigation of the two new weapons that came out with patch 1.3, today I'm going to be looking at the Apocalypse Arms Strife Mass Driver. It is a size 2 weapon, and it has some very interesting characteristics which complicate its employment in the verse. I'm going to cut to the chase in this video. This weapon is a power pig. I was unable to run more than 2 of them at any given time without browning out my entire system. And I even found that while I was using only 2, every time I pulled that trigger, mysterious things were happening. I was losing thrusters, the ship was acting weird, the shields were taking forever to reload. It was a very bad experience. That's not to say that I don't think it's a great weapon or has a place in the verse. I just don't feel that it has a place on something the size of a Super Hornet. So I chose this little clip here because you can see the missile rack power, and it's going to go from yellow to red back to blue. And you'll notice that when I stop firing, it actually takes a significant amount of time, and then the weapon system goes back online. And it's the same thing for the shield. Unless you start messing with the power balance, every time you fire that weapon, the shields are going to drop. I invested a significant amount of time today in Arena Commander against the lower levels, and even worked my way up to some of the higher level Vandal waves just to see what was going on. Again, I'm normally a proficient pilot. I can usually line up, pull the trigger, and there was just some times where I was having difficulty with the gimbal. It just seems I was not able to hit accurately or consistently, and it wasn't until I actually went out of the ship and watched what was happening is when I was firing, the gimbal is almost like it browned out. The gimbal would move and then stop moving and then start moving again in between reloads. So if I tried to fire at the same rate in which the weapon was ready to fire, it was slightly off every time because the gimbal wasn't snapping to that one location. All of that changed when I activated fixed firing. As soon as I put those weapons in line with the ship and forgot about the gimbals, it became much more enjoyable to fly, but it defeated the point of having the weapon system on a gimbal mount. So, would I put this on a small ship? Personally, no. I wouldn't put this on a small ship and take it into Arena Commander, and as far as I'm concerned, I wouldn't take this into the verse either on anything like a Super Hornet. It's just too power hungry, and it causes too many other problems. It's too many compromises to use this weapon. It is very strong, and I've clipped things at 3,000 meters with it, so it's very, very good. However, the bullet velocity is moderate. It's quite quick, but it's not crazy. The firing rate is very slow, and again, like I said, there's so many compromises with power, it's not even funny. Would I put it in the turret of a Cutlass? Oh, hell yes. This weapon, if you were a skilled gunner and you knew how to anticipate the pips and read what the ship's about to do, and you were consistently able to put that bullet on an enemy, it would shred them. The only negative is you could potentially run out of ammunition, but unlike the other weapon that I reviewed a couple days ago, it isn't a 3-round burst. So it definitely has a place in the verse, and I definitely like this gun, but for that purpose, I wouldn't use it on a primary weapon on a small ship. So what I did is I went back into the hangar, I removed the ball turret and the weapons that were on it, I removed the chin gun, and I also removed the gimbal pucks on the wings. I put 1 on the nose, not gimbaled. I put 2 on the wings, not gimbaled. I left the hole where the ball would be empty. I also pulled both weapon racks for the missiles off, thus giving me the most power possible. And you're going to see a big difference in how the ship behaved.
Scanning. Bogey.
Nearest enemy?
Nearest enemy contact.
Forward hit. Shields charging. Shields charging. Toggle hit. Target destroyed.
Hostiles inbound.
Target destroyed. Target destroyed.
Hostiles inbound.
Proximity alert. Target destroyed.
This stripped down loadout made me feel a lot more comfortable about going toe-to-toe against the Vandal with 3 of these weapons. I experienced almost no brownouts, except that I did notice that my shields were still a little bit laggy compared to normal, but I could actually put bullets on ships and it became a lot more fun. That is my review of the Size 2 Apocalypse Arms Strife Mass Driver. It's been a lot of fun working on this, figuring out if the gun is good or not, what makes it special. If you like the content, I would appreciate subscribe and share. And as always, I'll see you in the verse.